How's it going, everyone? It's me, Visions of Austin 2010 here, and I thought I'd do an updated room tour before I have to go back to school after a nice long vacation and, get this over with. So now there are some things that have, updated and were, there's some new additions than the last one I did, which was, back in October, I believe, of last year. So, yeah. Stick around and make sure you like, subscribe to this channel if you're new, and let me know what you think of this. Let's go and get started. Alright, so as you first walk in, you see the door, and then you will see that this room is like pretty big. Yeah, not that big, but a little bit a little bit bigger than the other rooms in this house. But yeah, got a bed and a lamp with my wallet and stuff. And let's open the closet. Got some like hoodies in there, and then you can see my Atari 2600 box, and as well as some clothes behind there, as well as some packages behind there. So yeah, and then there's some miscellaneous stuff like shoe boxes and all that stuff. So, and we get to my entertainment center. Got my TV, and here is my PS4, AA batteries for my Game Boy Color if I use it every month or two, or every week or two, or a while. And then I get to my PS4 controllers, and before get to that, here's the sensor bar for the Wii's that I have. So on the left, this is a third-party PS4 controller. I can tell that's a third party. It doesn't have the PS4 PlayStation logo. Sorry, and you can tell that these buttons are completely different than the OEM ones. And speaking of OEM, here is this one, which is a Days of Play one from Europe, actually. I got that for Christmas like a little while ago, if you've seen my what I got for Christmas video a while back. And then here is this one. Why my freaking phone can focus. This is not a black one. This is actually a blue one that came with this baby. So yeah, got a remote for this TV, and then here is the Wii remote. This is actually a new one because the ones that I had before were not in very good shape. I mean, they were in good condition, but they were a bit dirty, and was not working at all. So yeah, I had to sell it and get rid of it. And I have this new one now, so that's good. Got a little medal award thing from graduation. And here is the sleeve from the Wii remote. And here is my red 25th anniversary Super Mario Wii that I got as a belated birthday gift a little while ago. And we get to the games that I have. So here's my PS2 games. I don't have the system yet, but I'll get one someday. Here's some PS1 games. Not a lot, but pretty decent amount. And here's all my PS3 games. Got a lot of them from last year, if you've seen my game update videos a while back. And then here's some DVDs. And we get to my PS4 games. There's a couple handhelds like my 2DS and the DSi and the Game Boy Color. And this right here is actually a Super Mario Brothers Icon Lite. I do have the box for it, which we'll get to in just a moment. I actually got that for Christmas as well. No, actually a day before Christmas. So yeah, here's more of my PS4 games. Got some good ones like Resident Evil 2 and what else? Spider-Man. There we go. And I got Uncharted 4. Been playing this game recently, and you know, it's a good game. And here's my DS and 3DS games that I have. Not a lot because I generally have the worst luck with these systems. Yeah, hopefully I can get more games for these systems, especially 3DS. And here is my Game Boy games and my Game Boy Color games. And then there's some cartridge only DS and 3DS games right there. You got Mario Party DS and also Mario Kart 7. And then I got this R4 thing that you can play like all the DS games that's, you know, on the card. And then here is my teeny tiny small Atari 2600 collection. Here's my mini tripod, and then here's my small Xbox One collection. Not a lot, but you know, again, pretty decent amount, which hopefully I'll get more games for it. I don't have the system though, but I will get it in near future. And then we get to the bottom shelf. Here is another Wii. This one still works. I actually got this thing 5 years ago. Can you believe that? Like during the pandemic and everything. And here is my Atari 2600 that I actually got for, what was it? I believe $60, complete in box at McKay's last year. So yeah, here's my DVD player and my PS3. Remember how the PS3 used to be like sitting right there on the carpet? Yeah, it was just sitting there, but I, decided to, put it on the bottom shelf for obvious reasons. And we get, and there's some miscellaneous cables and wires and all that stuff. So, yeah, there's that. And here is my Atari 2600 controllers or joysticks. We put them, down here, and then here is a DVD copy of The Nuttiest Nutcracker, which is not mine. That's actually my brother's DVD. And then there is some extra cables for the Wii, like the power cable and the AV cable and the sensor bar and all that stuff. Yeah. And then here is this little, I don't know what you call this, some kind of karaoke thing, machine thing or whatever, that's actually my brother's. Here's the little microphone with it. Not sure if this thing still works, but yeah. And right here is just basically all miscellaneous stuff like, a little razor shaver thing, the remote for for that little Amazon thing to the TV, and here's my camcorder that's actually an old one in my monitor, and down there is that PC that just doesn't work anymore. Got a chair and got some clothes in there, don't need to worry about that. My Chromebook down there. And then some watches down here. And told you earlier that I have the box for that Super Mario Brothers Icon Lite that I showed y'all. So, yeah, that I showed y'all earlier. So, and there's that. There's my Amazon gift card, which it has been used. So, yeah. Well, that is it for my updated room tour for 2025. I hope you all enjoyed this. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and comment down below what you think of this and stuff like that. Anyways, I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.